Whispers from the beyond. I've always loved solitude. It was my sanctuary, my refuge from the chaos of the world. But lately, the peace I once cherished turned into a battleground. The voices started as faint whispers, like echoes from distant memories, but they weren't mine. They grew louder each night, weaving their way into my thoughts, leaving traces of dread in their wake. I told myself it was my imagination, a byproduct of too many late nights and too little sleep. Yet, deep down, I knew something was terribly wrong. It all began after I found an old cassette tape at a yard sale. Intrigued by its vintage allure, I brought it home, thinking it could be a quirky addition to my collection. But the moment I pressed play, reality seemed to distort. The tape played a haunting melody, interspersed with voices speaking in a language I couldn't understand. The air turned cold, and I felt a presence lurking just beyond sight, watching, waiting. As the days passed, the voices on the tape began seeping into my mind, whispering secrets that weren't meant for human ears. I became obsessed, replaying the tape over and over, trying to decipher its cryptic messages. The whispers grew more insistent, weaving tales of a forgotten realm, a place where the line between the living and the dead blurred. I saw glimpses of shadowy figures in the corners of my vision, and the feeling of being watched became a constant companion. Desperate for answers, I sought out experts, but they only offered skepticism, leaving me alone with my growing fear and the voices that refused to be silenced. The climax came one stormy night when I finally understood the message. The voices weren't random, they were a call, a beckoning from an ancient entity trapped between worlds. In my solitude, I had unknowingly become its vessel. As thunder roared and lightning illuminated the room, I felt the entity's presence surge through me, claiming my body as its own. My reflection in the mirror grinned back with a malevolence that wasn't mine. The whispers ceased, replaced by a single, chilling certainty: I was no longer alone, and solitude would never be my sanctuary again.